Hi guys, it's Major Foley here, and we are continuing with the extended edition today. So, we have finally entered the Egyptian section of the campaign. Now, for some reason, the tutorial for the Egyptians don't come up immediately. They actually come up after this mission, which isn't bad because there's very little you can actually do. But if you want to see what the Egyptians can do before starting the campaign, click Learn to Play, at least in the extended edition, and you can see the cinematics here. You'd want Egyptian cinematic, and it'll explain the tutorial. Anyway, so we're doing the level The Lost Relic, which is where we finally meet our fourth hero, Amanra. So we've gotten out of the underworld, and we are now helping Amanra uncover a lost relic. Now, this level is extremely easy with a few walls, and all you got to do is train the Egyptian axemen, which are counter infantry, because all they will usually send are spearmen, some catapults, which are stronger patrobli, and some slingers, which the axemen can deal with just fine because they're only counter archers. There is one annoying enemy called the Son of Osiris, which is a pharaoh that's empowered to become the Son of Osiris with a chain lightning attack. Once he appears, you'll want to focus your fire and units on him to kill him. And as long as you keep a couple of your priests alive, because you can't train anymore, at least without building a temple, I'm not sure if you can build a temple in this one, you'll have your units healed. So there's plenty of resources, but what we'll mostly be doing is we'll be gathering all our villagers, putting them on the gold mine, and using the god power prosperity to increase the mining speed, get a stockpile of gold, and then just having all the villagers on the sword uncovering the relic. Now, you don't really need to do this. You can honestly just get away with using the resources you have, but this is the more safe method, and I still recommend doing it. It won't take you longer than 15 minutes to beat this level.
So you have no idea where we are?
Admiral.
What are you doing here?
We're lost.
And unlucky, too. I am Amanra. Prepare your men. We have to defend this area.
Defended against what?
This oasis holds treasures beyond water. A relic is buried here. My enemies are on their way to try to take it.
What does that have to do with us?
Look around. Those passes are the only entrance to this oasis. Escape through them and you will run headlong into the worshippers of Set. You can choose to die there, or fight here with me.
So, you saw those walls, we do not have them. Bring your units back.
You heard the lady. Strengthen these defenses and prepare for attack.
Send your units over there as well. Send your villagers down here off that to wall off these passages. Once these passages are walled off, you want to build a barracks here. Yeah, we can't build the temple, so we can't train any more priests. You want to get the Flood of the Nile upgrade. Put your villagers, just get them to deposit the food. Now, Egyptian laborers build slower. That's the downside to them. So, you will want to have multiple buildings more often than when you were a Greek. Make sure the walls are getting built and, you know, they're not doing nothing. Put some gates through to make sure they are doing it. Once they are done, put them on gold. Get the pickaxe upgrade. Get the medium axeman upgrade to upgrade your axeman. And then just put them on repeat. That's all you need to do. Have your heroes set to 1. And as you can see, they're champion spearmen. But spearmen are only anti-cavalry anyway, so the axemen will rip them apart, even when they're only medium.
Prepare to defend the dig site.
Try to keep your priests alive. Like I said, you can heal with them.
Protect the villagers.
And once they're done, I don't know why there's 2 villagers there, but anyway, once they're all done, put them on that, get the other priest back up there, and we can cast prosperity now. I think you should. Doesn't matter like how many units you'll train. If you really want to have all the villagers getting gold, you can do that too, but that's more than enough. Alright, bring this villager, and we'll start building houses slowly. Like I said, multiple laborers will be required. Probably best to do that now, get it over and done with. And then, so they're all on the excavating faster. Now, you can leave one of your heroes around here, because the Son of Osiris comes from one of these passages, and then you'll have an early warning. You don't want him attacking your human soldiers first, because he will melt them, whereas your heroes will have a higher tolerance in terms of HP. But if he does attack your soldiers, it's not really that much of an issue. So yeah, your slingers are archers, but they're only good against other archers. Your axemen are infantry, but they're only good against other infantry. And spearmen are only good against cavalry. So, but I think if you really wanted to attack buildings, spearmen would be the better choice. I think it's because they got better armor. Just to get to it. Not 100% sure on that one. Normally, when you're playing a normal Egyptian scenario, you'll always have a pharaoh as well, and he can empower buildings. Now, what empowering buildings does, it explains in the tutorial, is that you research upgrades, train units faster, and gather favor faster if you put them on the monument. However, there are some exceptions to this, and I got this wrong in my very early walkthrough, like my old one. One, it does not train laborers faster. Laborers will always train at the same rate, and two, you do not advance faster, you advance at the same rate. Looks like we might lose this priest. So, if you're going to use a pharaoh and think you'll advance faster or you'll train laborers faster, it does not happen. Now, I don't recall the exact rates. I think a default pharaoh, if it's not under Ra, is about 20%. When you, like, what was it? When you empower a drop-off point. So if you empower, like, a granary or a mining camp, you'll get 20% extra resources on top of what you get. So your laborer, as an example, can mine 10, and he'll get an extra 2 gold, 20%. So that 2 gold doesn't come out of the mine, it's just because you're empowering the building. So the laborer will gather 10, and you'll get 12, as long as the pharaoh is empowering the building. So once prosperity is done, which was done ages ago, I should have taken them off earlier, put them on the excavating camp, and that's it. So I'm going to probably take a little longer to finish this level, but when you do it, you won't have to worry about it. You should be able to do it fine. So it's like building the Trojan horse, really. And that's the rate it happens at, so it's pretty slow. It's like few seconds for every 10. So it's going to take a while. What else? All the percentages of what the pharaoh does, and if you're playing Underworld, what the priests do, they're all on the wiki. Look up the pharaoh or the priests, and it'll tell you the rates. I think for training units, it's something like 37% faster, or upgrades, and then unit training is a lot faster. So yeah, they'll have all the rates there. It's like, so if you really wanted more favor, and after you had your 5 monuments, you can have a pharaoh on a monument. I'm not sure if whatever monument you build, like if you build the gods, you should favor the god one. That's something I'll look up a little later, to make sure. And yeah, this is a sort of just like an introductory level, really, so you don't have to worry about it too much. There's nothing really to talk about. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, here's another thing I should mention. Some buildings don't cost any resources, but if they do, like the wall, your farms, your watchtowers, your barracks, they only cost gold. No wood, no food, whatever, just gold. So it's nice, you don't need to worry about wood, but considering all your units require gold, and that, except for your labor, like, you know, most of your military units, I mean, require gold, yeah, it becomes a little bit of a problem. It's not that bad, really, but that's just something else you gotta know. Building houses, there's no reason not to have max population, really, considering houses are free. Of course, your laborers do build slower, so just make sure you have at least 3 or 4 building them, so they're built faster. As you can see, it doesn't even matter the numbers. The multiplier that the axemen have against the spearmen, they just wreck them. So they're not, like, Egyptian infantry aren't as strong as, say, a hoplite, I think, in terms of health, as you can see, but I think they're cheaper, and you can get, and they're more better at countering specific units, whereas a hoplite is like your mainline infantry, but it's also good against cavalry. Like, whereas a spearman would directly counter cavalry probably better, despite its less HP. So I think we already have our armory upgrades. We have the piercing upgrade. Doesn't really matter. They don't train as many slingmen. So it's slowly becoming uncovered. Now the Son of Osiris should be showing his head real soon. Where's Amanra? So that's another thing I'd like to talk about. As Akanos has a war shout, Ajax has his shield bash, and Chiron's got these like triple arrows. Amanra's ability is to leap like a jackal, so she can leap over to enemies, she can leap over obstacles, which we'll be using to great effect in a level coming up called Isis Hear My Plea. I will be doing, on the subject of that level, guys, I will be doing that the cheese way and the legit way, It'll be both in the same video, I've decided, so if I can get YouTube to do its chapter thing, I'll do it there, or I'll just put the timestamps in the description. But the cheese way takes like 5 minutes, the normal way takes a lot longer, because in that level you're dealing with like 3 Sons of Osiris, and it is quite frankly frustrating to deal with the mixture of units. You mostly get a myth unit army in that level. Not very useful. You're better off trying to just train like chariot archers, elephants or camelry, and siege towers to slowly try to destroy the fortress you got to destroy. But it's so annoying. I every time I just like play this game casually or on stream, I just do it the cheese way, because I really don't like doing Isis Hear My Plea the normal way anymore. It's just a little bit of a frustrating level. Some people might find it fun. I don't. On the plus side, you do get like 2 town centers, so you can boom your way, you know, pretty heavily. But the downside is there's not a lot of gold. Amanra's just whacking the thing. So Amanra has the least health amount of all our heroes, but she's like probably one of the more aggressive heroes to use. There's the Son of Osiris, so we'll focus him down. They should be fine. Like, the amount they have there, the Son of Osiris can't kill them all. And the Chain Lightning attack doesn't hit everything, but it'll hit a good chunk. Okay. Son of Osiris is better used when you can support a unit. Now, I've never actually tried to attack Set's base. Maybe on stream one day I'll do it, just to see what it's like. Sort of like the Trojan base when you're just building the Trojan horse. We got about 700 health left. Not too bad. But yeah, this is a pretty quick level. I did mention, I think in a previous video, the timer doesn't start at 0 when you load up a level. It takes into account the cutscene time. So as soon as the cutscenes start playing, the timer starts. So we haven't really been in the level for 10 minutes. We've been in the level for about like 8.5 minutes, I'd say, maybe 9. So I didn't even need to build all those houses because I don't have the food required. So, but the Flood of the Nile will just slowly give me food, and I'll just train another axeman. Why are you cheaper? Maybe they've always cost 24 gold. I don't know. I don't normally build slingers as an archer unit, because a lot of the levels you'll be in the heroic age, and you can just train chariot archers, which are the main archers of the Egyptian army. Nearly finished. And gold edition, guys, it's going to play out the exact same way. Build the houses, get the excavation done, cast prosperity to get the gold, build those walls, and that's it. Quite simple. So it's going to play out exactly the same. I might build a little less houses. Sometimes you'll see scarabs do that if you take too long like I did. But as you can see, they're going around after they destroyed the lumber camp. So it's not really a threat. And then you have 4 heroes plus a priest. So yeah, your priests are your heroes that can get relics. They can't get relics. Your pharaoh has to get relics unless they're got a special upgrade. And as you can see, when they attack normal enemies, they throw rocks. But when they attack myth units, they'll have like a bright light attack. So we're finished. They're anti-myth units. So like you can mass anti-myth, unlike the Greeks, which require 4 heroes. Like they get heroes as you age up if you're playing random map. Or in this case of the campaign, we got our 4 heroes, and we can train the other heroes if you wanted to. But we can mass anti-myth through priests in this one. So there you go. So as you can see, after just beat the level, it asks you to watch the tutorial. I'm not going to watch the tutorial, guys. Like I said, if you want to watch it, be my guest, you can watch it here. Or you can watch it where I showed you in the menu. So I'm going to go just skip this cutscene, because I'm not going to do this level now. It doesn't give you the option to just exit. So just quit. And like I said, if you wanted to do it, you just go to the campaign or single player and you go learn to play. Press the right button, Foley. That would be smart. And there it is. So, thank you for tuning in, guys. Next level is, of course, Light Sleeper. And to be honest, I'm not looking forward to it. I hate the level. It's all about massing and just throwing wave after wave of your units to get the sword to the Sleeping Guardian. But, yep, as always, if you like, drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe to my channel. It does help me. I mean, eventually these videos for Age Mythology will come to an end. But I will be doing other stuff, other games with walkthroughs and such. I'm not going to redo my old Doom ones. I think they're fine, to be honest. But I will be doing like a Doom 2016 playthrough, a Doom Eternal playthrough. They're both going to be 100%, of course. And then, like I said, at some point this year, I am going to want to do Ultra Nightmare on both. I want to beat them both. And I want to do it this year. I've seen people do it. I know I can too. I've just got to put some effort into it. And try not to make myself go for 100% because it's not really necessary. One step at a time. Ultra Nightmare, then maybe 100% Ultra Nightmare for those games. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you next time.